the other piece of news from the owners' meeting is there's the expansion of the international series. They're going to Brazil.
Oh, baby.
And I heard this as a rumor in Albert Breer's tweet on the screen. He's going to join us in hour number 3. An international series game next year in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh, baby.
And obviously, this is the first NFL regular season game that's being played in Brazil. And it's going to be like, I don't know if I have to brush up on my Portuguese. I have no idea if that's an NFL Network game or if I'll get that game or if ESPN is covering that game. I have no idea. Word is Madrid may be next.
Wow.
I don't know if that's next
Madrid.
year, but I'm hearing rumors that Madrid may be the next location. They're expanding the number of locations. And, when I interviewed Robert Kraft in Germany on NFL Network Live, I asked him, what is the point of this, really? To paraphrase myself, which I don't really think I've ever done. And because the answer is there's not going to be a team located in these places. You cannot pull it off competitive-wise. You cannot pull it off with time zones or anything like that. You just can't do it. And so what I think they're going to do is just create enough international series games where potentially a 17th regular season game that's been added is going to be at a neutral site for everybody. Or they'll just keep doing what they're doing, which is just a 17th regular season game between two teams in opposite conferences but finished in first place, and they'll play each other depending on what your conference's divisions play the other division. I believe this year Eagles-Chiefs was one of those games where the first place team in the NFC East played the first place team in the AFC West. Just happened to be a Super Bowl rematch. So they might continue doing that, or just keep adding games until there's an international series package of games to sell off potentially to another organization that wishes to get in business of broadcasting NFL games and stroking a massive check to the ownership group. I think that's where we're headed. And that would be kind of great. I mean, there were 3 games in London last year, 2 in Germany. And if you duplicate that and add the game in Brazil, that's now 6 games. And when NFL Network first started, we, I believe, had 8 on Thursday night. They were run up to the playoffs. There'd be a bunch of Thursday games and the Thursday-Saturday games. Yep. So there were 6 Thursday games and 2 Saturday games, and we would go from a Thursday game to a Saturday game, and that was an 8-game package. And then suddenly you grow out of that, and what happens? Thursday Night Football wound up on CBS, NBC, and now on Amazon Prime. I think that's the way they're cultivating this thing. And the other sense I got, is that the NFL will not stop doing this.
Keep expanding?
Yeah, to different places.
I mean, Rich, it's insane when you're there, right? It's the fans. It's like, your pictures.
It is. The fan bases there are extremely knowledgeable. Like, you'll go sometimes to a game, let's just say an NBA game, and you'll hear like kids cheering for a 3-point shot that goes in well after a whistle that has been a foul on the floor, right? And so sometimes fan bases can't follow the sport. You don't get that at these NFL games and international series. They're nuts, and they love it. And these are really passionate fans because they're watching the most important games on Sunday night and Monday nights for us in the middle of the morning there. Like, it's 2 a.m. kickoffs, which is another reason why you can't have teams based there. So the fan bases love it. I mean, again, and we'll talk about this later, when we talk about the news coming out of Boston that Tom Curran, our friend out there, saying he's hearing that the Patriots have already made a decision on Belichick, and the breaking point was a loss to the Colts in Germany. Owners, when they go over there, they really want to win these games in front of fan bases that they've been pouring their capital into, and the Patriots were the first team to have a website in German. So they've been talking to these fan bases, and they want to win in front of them, and they want to keep expanding their brand. I believe Miami, the Dolphins, are significant in Brazil. And maybe that means they'll end up going to play a game there. Maybe the Dolphins will play a game. The Cheetahs coming to Brazil, basically. to wax the competition. Thank you so much. All right. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.